Last episode saw us secure our first trophy with West Ham and also Conference League football for next year. Can we push on to the Europa League football, or even better? Let's try and find out. Yes, welcome back to our rebuilding series. We are at Club 2. We are West Ham after guiding Chelsea to 3 straight leagues and a Champions League, and we look to put West Ham up on that upper level. And we look to back up our Carabao Cup win with some strong performances. We have done that so far. Since we beat Chelsea 3-2, we've got a couple of 4-1s against Salzburg in the Europa League and a 3-1 victory against Chelsea in the Premier League, which has done wonders for our chances of securing Europa League football, or better for next year. Don't forget, if we win the Europa League, we will get Champions League football. But the Premier League looks like this. We have it in our own hands. We are 3 points behind Man United in 7th with a game in hand, and we are 5 points behind Wolves with 2 games in hand. So if we win both of them, then we obviously end up in 6th. I'm not sure with the new format of the Champions League whether England's going to get a 5th spot, but that should give us a good 7th Europa League. But we don't want to rely on that. We want to rely on ourselves. Another potential avenue into the Europa League is winning the FA Cup, which is what we're going to look to take a step closer to doing that against Brighton in the quarterfinals. And this is the team that is going to do the job for us, hopefully. Pickford in goal. We've got some suspensions at the back. So Truffert, Ignacio, Palista and Bellanova, which is pretty much full strength anyway. The familiar Paquetá and Gallagher. Then we're going to go. Marcus Leonardo is going to play on the left. Alex Scott in behind the striker. Bowen coming in from the right. He got a couple of goals against Chelsea. He's been brilliant recently. And the ever reliable Scamacca up front. Now, Scamacca has scored some massive goals for us, including that hat-trick in the Carabao Cup final. Followed that up with, I think he scored the equaliser against Salzburg in the first leg when we weren't looking great. And then on the back of that, we made some tactical tweaks and end up running out 4-1 winners in the away leg, which put us in a great position. Speaking of a great position, we are in a great position to get to an FA Cup semi-final and another trip to Wembley. Can we secure it? We look to get the breakthrough in this game. Alex Scott looking for Marcus Leonardo, who's missed quite a few games recently with injury, but the ball finds its way back to Alex Scott in and around the penalty box, and he buries it to make it 1-0. 10 minutes in, it's the perfect start in front of our home crowd here at the London Stadium. Alex Scott there just follows the ball, doesn't really get picked up by anyone, arrives late, look at that, right near the penalty spot, and what a finish on his left foot. That is 1-0 to the Irons. Fantastic start. Elsewhere, Man United have obviously secured their spot in the quarter-final, or semi-final, by... Actually, no, that's 3-3. Was I just imagining that? I'm sure that was 3-1 when I started talking. I may be talking absolute nonsense there. You might be looking at it thinking, Potsy, you've lost it. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm just giddy from the Carabao Cup victory. But Scamacca's in here. And surprisingly, he misses. But unsurprisingly, he's offside. That does happen a lot. Oh, it's gone to 4-3. I mean, what a game this is. Don't know what's going on there. But it looks like Man United are securing their spot in the semi-final. Anyway, Jared Bowen with a corner. Ignacio gets up at the back post. And that's his first goal of the season. Bullet header there. It says it was a fine West Ham move. It was a set piece. Not sure if it was a fine move to get the corner, but look at that. There's 4 Brighton heads there, and I think he just wants it more. Gets himself up there at the back post, heads it in to make it 2-0. A Brighton team very depleted from the team that starts. I think they've had a relegation in this series so far. I think when we was at Chelsea, we were looking at maybe Robert Sanchez as a potential goalkeeper and Evan Ferguson as a potential striker. When they got relegated, I think they've lost. Well, we've got Matoma, so we know they've lost him. Caicedo, he's never going to stay there for too long. McAllister and co, all look like they've gone. One person that's still there is Moda, who gave away the penalty, which we missed, but it hasn't cost us, as Marcus Leonardo has been Johnny on the spot, found himself some space, and he's bent one into the bottom corner. Look at it. We're going to see the penalty in the replay. It's a great save from the keeper. Jared Bowen will be disappointed, but nobody picks up Leonardo. They give him loads of time and space, and he slots it into the bottom corner with aplomb. They've still got Tariq Lamptey, so they haven't been completely stripped of all their sort of prized assets. Enciso's still there, having a fantastic end to the season in real life. Lewis Dunk will be there till he retires probably. They've got Dominic Solanke, so maybe Evan Ferguson has moved on. Skamaka has hit the bar, and Omlin, the keeper, casually snuffles it and keeps the score at 3-0. Paquetá now. Skamaka is in this time, takes it round the keeper, and the keeper gets a touch, and Lewis Dunk does the rest. It's all West Ham at the moment. Leonardo now trying to do some more damage from that left-hand side, but he strayed offside disappointingly. David Garcia looking to bring the ball out the back. He looks for an ambitious ball to Hannibal that gets picked out, and Jared Bowen looking to make amends for his penalty miss, but he can't find the target on that occasion. We've got a goal kick now. This is a very action-packed first half. Bellanova looking to run down the right-hand side. Jared Bowen looking over the top for Skamaka. Lamptey gets a clearance, outpaces Skamaka, but look at the work rate on the lad. He's gone hunting for it. He's a bit knackered now. But you've got to admire the determination. And that's one thing about this West Ham team. We have been very good at pressing and winning the ball. There we go. We look to break. Skamaka's in. And Skamaka gets a reward for that hard work. If he stayed onside, that is the big question. Has he managed it? The referee is checking with his colleagues. And it's been awarded. Well done, Skamaka. You love to see it. Paquetá here. Marcus Leonardo. Being a menace. I mean, I don't know why they were checking it. He looks a mile onside from this angle, from this first replay. Are they going to show the tight offside? They are. Is it tight? I mean, it's not tight at all. It's not tight at all. Maybe they were just shocked to see such a rapid run from Skamaka. I don't think he's the quickest, but he's definitely deadly in front of goal. Leonardo now being a menace down the left, looking for Truffert, and Skamaka's got up. Another fantastic jump and header from one of our players. This time it hits the post, and Brighton are saved. I mean, I don't know who's in charge of Brighton, but he's probably going to go in at half-time and give them an absolute mouthful. They have not been great. They've got nobody apart from their goalkeeper, over a 7 rating, and he's conceded 4. I mean, surely that's just bumped up from saving a penalty. It has to be. Happy with a number of shots on target so far. And I'm tempted to take Skamaka off quite early in the second half, just to give him a rest. But we've got over a week until our next game, so I think I'll leave him on for a little while, see if he can fill his boot, see if he can stat pad, get as many goals as you can. As Jared Bowen this time does make amends, or does he? I mean, the goalkeeper certainly thought it was offside because he didn't even move. I mean, shake a leg, goalkeeper. They're checking it. And it's been disallowed, luckily for their keeper, because look at this, he just does not. Conor Gallagher. I mean, it's poor from Bowen. He's just about off. He should be on though. But look, the keeper's not even moved. As 10 minutes into this second half, can Brighton scum up some sort of attack? They can't get the ball over Ignacio's head. Truffert now is bringing it over the halfway line. He looks for Alex Scott. He's got some space in the area. They're going to check this one. Bowen surely stayed onside this time. How many times are we going to have goals disallowed for offside? Well, twice is the answer for now, because it has been disallowed. It's poor from Bowen again. He shouldn't really have drifted offside there. Even if this is not a shot, he should have left himself in a great position for an open goal. But he's allowed himself to go offside, and his bad day continues. I mean, he's on the 7.8, so you can't really say it's too bad of a time, but he'll definitely be expecting a bit more from himself, I'd say. What can we do anyway to liven things up? We haven't got any defenders on the bench, so maybe Tyler Morton, just because your name got highlighted in blue there, you can have a little run out at right back. I mean, the game should be dusted. We'll get Barbosa on. He's had a little moan about his game time recently, and David Brooks can come on to replace Alex Scott, who deserves a rest. Yeah, I didn't notice it when I took over the club. I didn't know if it was something I'd done. But Gabriel Barbosa was listed as surplus to requirements. He came to us and said he thinks he should be a regular starter, and he's making a case for it there. He has looked quite good in spurts for us. Not really the levels of consistency that Scamacca's shown, but every now and then he does this and he pops up with a nice little goal. Truffett there on the left. It kind of bumps up off the defenders. Jared Bowen probably thought he might be able to header it in, but he probably would have been offside somehow. So it's probably a good job that he didn't. 5-0 now. What a performance this is. Brighton, not sure if they've been promoted back to the Premier League or if they're still a Championship team, but we're making them look very, very ordinary. Evan Ferguson is still there, but with touches like that, Conor Gallagher, it's all bouncing around. It's gone out for a corner. How have we not scored there? How have we not made it 6? I don't know. Going to make a change in a minute. Going to get Paquetá off for a little bit of a rest. But before we do that, we'll just see how this corner plays out. Again, it's Gallagher and Ferguson retrieving the ball, and nothing has happened. Surprise, surprise. 5 different goal scorers out of 5, which is good to see. Let's get John McGinn on. Actually, I'm going to put John McGinn on just because I don't want to try and pronounce that other fella's name. F.A. Sorry, mate. I know that's not really... I mean, he wouldn't be happy in real life, would he? Why have you not brought me on, boss? Couldn't pronounce your name. Evan Ferguson, though, has got himself in behind. And Ignacio, I mean, it's very easy for players to switch off. But he was alive there to get himself in between the ball and the goal, which is where you want him. Is that a bit of a wake-up call for us? Can we get a 6? John McGinn, Truffett, Bowen finds Barbosa. It bounces around. Schoolboy stuff there at the back. Again, it's bouncing up and down. Brighton somehow squeeze it away. Conor Gallagher, and it fades out to nothing. We have been so dominant in this game. 13 shots on target. I mean, we're still outperforming our XG, and that is with missing a penalty. But 5-0 against Brighton, who could be a tricky... I mean, they start off with a very healthy transfer budget and a very good squad. Confirmation there that Man United did actually win in extra time. And that puts us through to a semi-final. I'm not sure if we've got the draw yet. 5 stars. Yeah. We haven't got the draw. Hopefully by the time the Leeds game comes round in 9 days, we'll know who we're facing. And when we do, I'll let you know. For the time being, I'm going to go do all the boring stuff off camera, and I'll see you in a second for Leeds away. Well, we've had the draw, and who else but Chelsea? Of course, we've got Chelsea. 2 derbies in the semi-final. I mean, we were going into the hat with Chelsea and both Manchester clubs, so it was not going to be an easy draw, no matter who we got. But, yeah, Chelsea could have... It'd just be nice to not have to play Chelsea for a change. Although we beat them in our last 2 appearances against them, so maybe we've got it in us to do a hat-trick and get ourselves a chance of a double. That would be good, wouldn't it? In terms of Premier League, obviously we haven't played since the last game we played. No other fixtures have taken place. We're not on a Saturday kickoff. We're at this... No, don't know what's happened with the fixtures over here. Here we are. We've got Leeds Tuesday, 31st of March. This is the one. Man United are actually playing Tottenham tomorrow, so it's not our game in hand over them, but it's one of the games in hand over Wolves. Let's see how we fare. This is the team we're going to go with. A bit of a... I mean, the back 5 is the same. We're going to put Scott as a deep line playmaker because Paquetá has been on international duty and he's come back shattered. Gallagher keeps his place. Leonardo deserves his start after the last game. Trossard's going to come in on the Trequartista role, easy for me to say. Jared Bowen, hopefully he keeps himself onside on the right this time. And Mr. Reliable, Scamacca, got himself a goal for Italy on international duty. Hopefully he bags himself 1 or 2 in this game away at Leeds. Massive game for us. I mean, it's all massive towards the end of the season, isn't it? You're trying to get as many points as you can. We're trying to push, as I've said, for that Europa League place. This is one of our games in hand over Wolves. So, fingers crossed, we can get a positive result and push on up towards the Europa League places. Conor Gallagher now wearing the number 7. Alex Scott brings it over halfway. He looks for Marcus Leonardo. He looks for Skamaka. He takes it down. He buries the finish. Doesn't look like they're going to check this one for offside. 1 minute in, another great start to the game. We're rapid out of the blocks lately. Alex Scott here. He's got 2 Leeds defenders on him. He finds Leonardo, who continues his fine form. I mean, what a hit that is. He's megged the keeper on the volley. I mean, he celebrates it right in front of him. That's got to wind Patterson up. Not sure where Mellier's gone to. They've got Harry Winks. They've got Marisic. Madman Marisic, as I call him on my Twitch save. You can find me on Twitch. That's right, PottsyFM. I'm getting into the world of streaming, boys and girls. I don't stream as often as I'd like to at the moment because YouTube's taking a priority. But over the coming weeks now, the Premier League football has finished. I'm going to look to try and maintain a bit more of a regular stream pattern. So do join us for the fun. We're doing a Glory Hunter save. We're at Lazio at the moment. It's not going great, but we've got a chance of at least ticking off the Europa League in Season 1. So check that out. Enough of the shameless plugs. Let's get right back into this game against Leeds. We've had a half chance. Nothing much is happening. It's almost like the players are protesting against my Twitch shout out. So I'm going to demand more. And yes, this will take us above Man United, but with them playing Tottenham, who are in 12th, disappointing for them. You'd fancy them to sort of come out of that on top, go back above us. So hopefully our game in hand over them is a favourable one. Bellanova's got himself some space in the box. Somehow they scramble it away because it looked like Marcus Leonardo had a very easy tap in there. Trossard's going to swing the corner in. Ignacio's going to try and get up at that back post. Conor Gallagher is going to recycle it. Truffert with a bit of a dodgy touch. And that should probably take us to half time. No, we've got one more chance. Trossard's going to swing in the free kick. We've got the big guys forward. Marcus Leonardo, I thought that was on its way in, but it's going backwards. Jared Bowen, I mean, that would have been some goal. And that definitely wouldn't have been given as offside. Although Trossard has picked up a bit of a knock. What to do here? What to do here? I mean, we've got John McGinn or David Brook. I'm going to put Brooksy on. There. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. He's knackered. Alright. We'll undo that. John McGinn. I mean, I should have seen it. It's there in black and white. Well, it's in yellow. It's not black and white. We'll do that. Alex Scott can go back to his more familiar trequartista role. And that will be that for the first half. I don't know why we couldn't just wait until half time for that. But that is the stats as it stands. I mean, 9 shots and only 1 on target. That is not good. That is not good. Let's make a couple of subtle tactical tweaks. I think we're going to put him on attack and we're going to put him on attack. And we're always looking for, we're going to work the ball into the box. Hopefully that gives us more of a chance to take a bit more time and maybe get these ball shots on target, testing the goalkeeper. As we saw from the Skamaka goal, he's probably not the best, especially if it's shot right at him, as it looks like. Alex Scott looking to do some damage a bit further forward. Truffert gets in there ahead of his man, finds Bellanova. Leonardo at the back post. It was on target, but the keeper again has not covered himself in glory. But somehow he scrambles it away and they get a goal kick. Already though, we've had a couple of shots on target in this half. We're clearly looking a bit more threatening in front of goal. Jared Bowen, that would have been a fantastic ball if it came off. And the keeper's had one again. Somehow his post gets him out of trouble. I mean, worrying sides for Leeds fan. Their keeper is absolutely shocking. Jared Bowen now with another corner. I mean, I don't know why we haven't got anyone on the keeper. Put it in there, big lad. They head it behind and we've got another corner. And it's Bowen again. He's run all the way across the pitch to take this one. Swings it back towards the back post. Goes over everyone. Alex Scott now looking to do something. Conor Gallagher. I mean, just have a shot, John. Or Conor. Anyone. Someone just have a shot. His keeper is sus. We can't. They do well. They force us back. And with half an hour to go, even less now, 25 to go, let's try and maybe make some changes. See if we've got Barbosa sitting on the bench. I mean, I'm going to give Jared Bowen a bit of a rest. Is there anything else we can really do? I mean, Paquetá's there. Bellanova's a bit tired, so Ben Johnson can come on. Hopefully give us a bit more oomph down that right-hand side. But, yeah, one of them kind of games where we could get punished here. But Barbosa, again, is somehow at the post, and whoever that was there has just absolutely froze. Probably Marcus Leonardo, maybe. Conor Gallagher. We're looking kind of menacing from this right-hand side, getting these crosses across. But now we're vulnerable to the counter-attack as Joe Gelhard looks to break down the left. And Barbosa's absolutely butchered him. He's got himself sent off. What an absolute volley. We're down to 10. We're just going to have to do that. Probably going to drop these back onto support now. I mean, I was praising him in the last game. He's kind of forcing himself into our plans. And he's gone and got himself sent off. So he's going to miss a few games for us now at this vital run-in. Not only that, though, he's also put the 3 points in this game in danger. Looking to demand more. Hopefully it fires the boys up. Palista there getting ahead of his man for the header. But Christensen's got some space to run into. And this time it's our post that's been rattled. And this demands more shout. Cannot go through soon enough for us. Alex Scott down the right-hand side. Looking for Skamaka. But Leeds growing into this game now with the extra man. Looking more threatening. We've got the ball. But Marcus Leonardo's in. Skamaka, can he seal it? Has he stayed on side is the big question. Doesn't look like they're changing. And cometh the man. Cometh the Macca. What a lad. He's fastly becoming one of my favourite strikers in this year's FM. I mean, with Vlahovic at our team at Chelsea, we did actually look at Skamaka as an option. We went for Vlahovic. I know I've said his name twice there and said it 2 different times, different ways. But, yeah, we looked at Skamaka and I'm starting to think that it wouldn't have been a bad option. John McGinn now. Marcus Leonardo. We're feeling a lot more comfortable now we've got the 2-goal lead. Truffert now. Marcus Leonardo again. Looking really good down the left-hand side. He finds Conor Gallagher. And I tell you what, I reckon if that's on target, that's a goal. It wasn't. Much better performance for us in the second half, though. Underperformed our XG, which is disappointing. But despite Barbosa's moment of madness, we've managed to hold on to the 3 points. Nice work, everyone. Well done. Let's just tick over, see how Man United get on against Tottenham. He's banned for 1 match. He's getting fined. Should be fined more than half a week's wages, I'll tell you that much. How did United get on? Don't leave us in suspense, Football Manager. It's making me continue a million times. Just want to know how United got on. Any chance? Here we go. They're at home to Tottenham and they win 1-0. Sambi Lokonga there. Didn't realise they'd got him. But we're back down into 8th. It seems like we can't get away from 8th. Oh, I've got auto continue on. Can't get away from 8th. But, like I said, it's in our hands. A victory would go back above Man United on the goal difference, which we've got another point against them in that game. So, things are looking well. In terms of next episode, I think we'll go... 4 big games in a row there. I reckon we go Porto and Newcastle next episode, and then we'll definitely bring you the Chelsea, and then Wolves after that. We'll bring you some of these games in the next episode. I don't know if I'll show both Porto games, depends how we get on in the first leg. I might even not play that one. I might do Newcastle, Porto, Chelsea, Wolves in the one after that. I think that probably sounds a bit better. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'll let you get on with the rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching this, boys and girls. Thank you so much for the support you've given the channel over the last few weeks. If you could carry on that, be legends. Like the video, leave us a comment of where you want us to come back for the next episode. I'll try and accommodate. In the meantime, stay safe, be good, and see you later.